Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Everyone, so 33-year-old Missouri resident Joshua Dressel was seen using a bike rack as a ladder. He used it to scale a Capitol wall. When he reached the top, he turned around and he helped others to do the same, and he helped to pull them up on top of the wall. So Dressel now admits to seeing others in the mob pushing and yelling at the police, yet he pushed on and he illegally entered the Capitol. He was seen on video entering just 2 minutes after the initial breach of the Senate wing doors. Dressel then made his way throughout the building. He was part of a large mob that physically struggled with and pushed past the officers in the Capitol crypt. And although Dressel exited the building only 15 minutes later after entering, he remained on the Capitol grounds for approximately another 90 minutes. Later that evening, Dressel messaged someone on Facebook and he said, quote, "First 20 people or so to break into the Capitol." And when this person asked him if Antifa was there, Dressel said yes, which is completely false. He also told this person that he would be back at the Capitol the next day, and he was cursing and he expressed his anger about Congress reconvening that night to certify the election. Then Dressel and the other person discussed how Dressel had deleted all of his incriminating videos, and Dressel claimed that he was, quote, "proud to say I was the voice of reason in there, trying to stop the crazy shit and calm things down." In the days that followed, Dressel discovered that he had been recorded on video inside the Capitol. So that's when he deleted all of his videos from his phone. He also deleted his Facebook account. However, it didn't help because Dressel was arrested on July 13th of 2021, and he was charged with entering a restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and parading or demonstrating in a Capitol. In August of 2022, Dressel pleaded guilty to the parading charge. So he was looking at up to 6 months in jail, 5 years of probation, and $5,000 in fines. But the government requested only 45 days in jail, 3 years of probation, 60 hours of community service, and $500 in restitution. Pretty weak considering that in Dressel's post-plea deal interview, he tried to downplay his actions. Dressel claimed that after he scaled the wall, he was just trying to help elderly people and injured people to get down from the wall. This is completely at odds with the video evidence. He also tried to say that he wasn't aware of any doors or windows being broken before he entered. That's also bullshit because he was standing right there when the windows were smashed in, and then when people climbed through those broken windows and then kicked the doors open from the inside. However, Dressel's attorney noted that while he was in the building, he was seen on video, he was picking up and throwing away numerous empty water bottles that other people had thrown on the ground. And they did provide photographic evidence of this, so it is true. There's also video evidence showing Dressel placing himself between the mob and the police in the Capitol crypt. He appeared to be telling the mob to move back and pushing them away from the officers. And again, there was photographic evidence of this. He was seen with his arms outstretched. He was seen kind of blocking people, motioning for the group to back up. In addition, he has no criminal history other than some traffic offenses. So this Dressel guy is kind of a mixed bag of nuts, if you will. And I think that you might. So I will say, though, Dressel wrote one of the more heartfelt apologies to the court. He specifically said that he's not a victim. He didn't pretend to have changed his political views. He also noted how his actions had affected everyone around him rather than talking about how his life was upended. So U.S. District Judge Christopher Cooper presided over Dressel's case. I couldn't locate any details about what may have been said at the sentencing hearing, but Judge Cooper sentenced Dressel to 14 days in prison, a $500 fine, and $500 in restitution. As I've said before, this judge is one of Obama's weak appointees. You can bet your ass that if the roles were reversed, if this was a Trump-appointed judge and there were Democratic insurrectionists on the other side of this, they would be buried under the prison. there would be no mercy. There would be no grace given. They wouldn't differentiate between the violent Democrats and the quote unquote tourists. Why these judges insist on giving these people such a slap on the wrist, such a pass on all of this is beyond me. It is so infuriating. So I hope this guy means everything that he said. I hope it really got through to him and this made an impact and we don't see him back again in 2024. But now that Trump has been indicted, I don't know. I mean, how would that change all of these cases? How are these people going to behave? Is that going to make things worse? Is it going to maybe wake some of them up to the fact that he is a piece of shit? We'll have to see. Anyway, guys, I'll let you know if I hear any more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, especially sharing really helps with Google, but subscribing also is a big deal. If you guys can subscribe, the numbers are ticking up, but yeah, God, help me help you. All right, guys. Thanks again. Take care. Love you all. Talk with you soon.